make New Year's resolutions was a good chance you'd resolve to get in shape, or go on a diet, or maybe save more money. KCBS's Jeffrey Schaub found those and other goals during a very unscientific survey.
Stephanie Ricardo says her resolution is to have more joy more of the time. How do you do that?
That's a good question. Exercise, spend time with friends, go to my various activities.
One of Tony Harvey's favorite activities is eating. The Redwood High School football coach pledges to watch his waistline.
Eat better next year. What do you mean eat better? Eat healthier. Eat healthier. Not so much freezer food.
That will take willpower.
It can be. It can be. It's a challenge.
Gabby Rillo does much more than make resolutions. She takes New Year's Day to make a 5-year plan.
And I save them. I save what I've written. And my goals are simple. They're sort of related to childhood dreams.
Like singing at Carnegie Hall. Instead, she says she got to sing for the man of her dreams, her husband, who she says became her Carnegie Hall. Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS.
Now to CBS's Steve Kathan, who has a look back on the year in education.
Let's give public school teachers a raise. A State of the Union call from President Biden came up against reality.
Public schools in Portland, Oregon are closed today because of a teacher strike.
Day 4 of the teacher strike in Oakland, California.
Labor disputes as battles played out in more public schools over curriculum.
We are ranked #1 for parental involvement in education.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis made parental involvement at school a Republican presidential campaign issue. Book bans made headlines too.
The book Genderqueer was in our school library. Had Moms for Liberty not brought that book to your attention, it might still be there.
I think it's possible for an adult to say, I don't want my kid reading that book in class, but to forbid the other kids, that's suppression and authoritarianism.
ACT scores for high schoolers heading to college hit 30-year lows.
I think a lot of this has to do with learning loss during COVID.
More school districts went to 4-day weeks.
The number of teacher applications that we've received have gone up more than fourfold.
Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The average cost of an unexpected emergency is $1,700. Aaliyah Dudum of London Club says when that happens, take a hard look at your finances.
I recommend assessing the situation. Start by understanding the scope of the emergency and evaluate the immediate impact on your finances. Second, review your budget and prioritize to take a closer look and identify areas to temporarily cut back on non-essential spending to prioritize those housing, utility, food, and healthcare-related expenses.
Dudum says to talk to your billers.
Communicate with your creditors and service providers who can often work with you during challenging times to offer temporary payment relief and much more.
And Dudum adds that consumers can take concrete financial steps to avoid future crises.
Build that emergency fund regularly. Start by setting aside money monthly. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of your living expenses. Second, really minimize that debt. Prioritize paying off high-interest debt such as credit cards and reduce the urge to revolve on those cards.
Car repairs and health-related expenses are the most common financial emergencies. Ann Cates, Bloomberg Business for KCBS.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, savvy, staying ahead of the market at every turn, finding ways to do more with less, and taking advantage of every opportunity that comes their way. That's why Comcast Business is introducing the Small Business Bonus. For a limited time, you can get up to a $1,000 prepaid card when you switch to Comcast Business, the company with the largest, fastest, reliable network. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call or go online to learn about the $1,000 bonus today.
Give your business a head start in 2024. Get started with fast speed and advanced security for $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Call or go online to switch today. In 2/21/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 50 megabits per second internet and security edge. Eco-bill and auto-pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Prepaid card offer requires premium internet.
You pledged your life to serve, to make our country stronger, safer, more free, more equal. You worked tirelessly, made sacrifices, missed first steps and birthdays, lost loved ones. At VA, we don't see the setbacks endured. We see lessons applied and passion driving you upward and forward. We don't see all the masks you wear, but we hope you can set some aside. We embrace your uniqueness and won't trivialize your past, your fears, or your hardships. We can't promise to heal all wounds or wash away all trauma. visit MakeTheConnection.net.
Shop O'Reilly Auto Parts for do-it-right deals on motor oil, wiper blades, and more. Visit your local O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Feel like everything's clouded by doubt? Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com. Our psychics are available to talk 24/7, and we guarantee if it's not life-changing, it's free. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Most online dating profiles are works of fiction. At It's Just Lunch, we are all about fun, real-life dates set up by real dating experts. Save the fiction for your nightstand and call It's Just Lunch today. Visit itsjustlunchsanfrancisco.com or call 415-989-9818.
Back to your local Honda dealer's traffic center, and Kim's going to give us an update on the BART situation.
Well, it got off to a rocky start the new year for BART between Orinda and Lafayette when a BART train partially derailed and then caught fire. We've been covering this live here at KCBS. At one point, we had lane closures in both directions on Highway 24. Right now, traffic is moving well. However, we've been tracking posts on X from BART. They've been keeping everybody up to speed, and they said at one point a large crane is going to be needed to get the incident train back in place on the tracks, and they said the crane will be positioned on Highway 24 eastbound side. I don't see that happening yet because traffic is moving well. I'm watching that with the Tilton Autobody collision cam. Also, if you do ride BART, most of the BART lines are now back on a regular schedule, but except for one exception, of course, between Orinda and Lafayette. So Bus Bridge is now in place between Rockridge and Walnut Creek in both directions. Follow us for more on X, KCBS AM/FM traffic. Next report at 3:08 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
All right, thank you, Kim. We started off calm today. Tomorrow, though, that's going to change into Wednesday. We'll see the first of two storm systems. The other's going to happen Friday into Saturday. Look for lows tonight down to the 40s, highs Tuesday back into the 50s, and that's where we're going to stay for the rest of the week. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on this Monday, the first day of January 2024. Coming up in the next hour on KCBS.
I'm Jeffrey Schaub in Petaluma, where Christmas trees now have a new mission in life.
Two BART cars partially derailed and caught fire this morning between Orinda and Lafayette stations. I'm Karen Creek with the latest.
And a powerful earthquake shaking Japan. I'm Dan Nicholson. We'll have more on that coming up next from CBS News.
When you need to know, KCBS AM, KFRC FM, and HD1, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, and Odyssey Station.
3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Staples.
I'm Monica Ricks. A scary start to the new year in
Not
Japan,
supposed to
where a
jaywalk.
7.5 magnitude earthquake triggered emergency evacuations and tsunami warnings today. CBS's Lucy Kraft says it also caused widespread damage.
It caused a great deal of damage to roads, to homes. A number of fires have started. It's disturbed transportation links. Electrical power has been cut off to tens of thousands of homes.
At least 4 people also died as rescue crews continue searching through rubble for survivors. It's been another deadly day in Gaza, where intense fighting continues between Israel and Hamas. Yolanda Nels with the BBC.
The new year really began in a grim fashion. It was just after midnight local time that we had not fireworks over Tel Aviv, but these rockets fired by Hamas towards southern Israel as well. Hamas said that was in response to the killing of civilians in Gaza.
In Ukraine, President Volodymyr Zelensky gave an update on the war nearly 2 years since Russia invaded. He talked to The Economist.
We have one strategic goal: to deoccupy our territories, to save and to have more successful steps in the Black Sea, to continue success on Crimea, on the south.
Russia's president has vowed to intensify attacks on Ukraine following weekend strike. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un started the new year by threatening the United States. We get more on that from CBS's Natalie Brand in Washington.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un rang in the new year with a rally hours after making new threats. Earlier, Kim ordered his military leaders to, quote, thoroughly annihilate the U.S. and South Korea if provoked.
Here at home, the U.S. rang in 2024 with some new laws. Here's CBS's Christian Benavides.
New laws in the new year served up pay raises for about 10 million Americans, many working in food services and child care. 22 states passed laws raising the minimum wage. Idaho, Louisiana, and West Virginia have blocked minors from access to puberty blockers and hormone therapy. And a warning for porch pirates. Anyone caught stealing packages left outside in Pennsylvania can now face felony charges.
Federal regulators are recalling more than 675,000 cans of Nutramigen baby formula. The hypoallergenic powder is being recalled over possible bacterial contamination, and so far no illnesses have been reported. And people are dreaming about winning the Powerball tonight.
Well, I have like 50 friends that I want to empower them to start businesses, so I just start giving $1 million away to people.
Wow, okay.
That would be my thing.
Tonight's drawing is worth $810 million. This is CBS News.
Staples stores provide innovative products and services for small business, remote workers and learners, even teachers and parents. Explore more at your local Staples store.
You have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS? This is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
The holidays can be heavy on alcohol, but many try dry January to start off the year on a clean, healthy slate. Here's CBS's Michael George.
New Yorker Jalal Talib gave up alcohol for a month and noticed some big improvements.
Sleep has gotten much deeper and better. I feel stronger physically and mentally.
Dr. Jeremy Kidd says many find it tough to go the whole month without drinking, but there are some things you can do to succeed.
Setting short-term achievable goals, so sometimes taking that week by week rather than an entire month.
He also suggests using the buddy system and talking to a therapist if you need extra support.
Deep cleaning your home, also a great way to start the year. That's how a woman in Germany found a 2-year-old lottery ticket that was worth $110,000. She says she put it in a desk drawer and forgot all about it, but now she says she's looking forward on going on a very expensive vacation. Monica Rick, CBS News.
Night skies, mild temperatures,
and he runs the red light. Typical rich people.
The Bay Area's news station, KCBS. Good afternoon. I'm Dan Mitchinson. In for Patty and Brett. 9 people treated for minor injuries after a BART train derailed this morning. KCBS's Karen Creighton with the update for us.
2 BART stations are closed to service as BART investigates what caused 2 cars to partially derail and catch fire today.
So at about 9:12 this morning, there was a train that was headed eastbound that left Orinda Station headed towards Lafayette, and there was apparently a derailment of 2 cars. There was also a report of flames underneath of those 2 cars.
BART spokesperson Jim Allison says the Orinda-Moraga Fire Department responded to the incident and extinguished the flames. The train came to a stop heading east just after leaving the Orinda station, headed toward Lafayette. Passengers were evacuated and walked back to Orinda. Alex Marquez was in the train behind the one that caught fire on his way back home to Brentwood.
We saw a lot of smoke in the distance, and then we put 2 and 2 together that it derailed, and then we had to evacuate, and we were stuck for a really long time. Everyone was really good, keeping us safe and letting us know that we were safe.
Allison says BART is not yet sure of the cause, but it was a partial derailment and may have taken place when attempting to move from one track to another. Karen Creighton, KCBS.
Communities around the Bay Area offer curbside Christmas tree pickups, not all, including unincorporated parts of Sonoma County. KCBS's Jeffrey Schaub reports there's a location that he was at earlier today where people were lining up to have their trees put to another use.
One of those was Ignacio Mora, who loaded up his tree in the back of his bright red Toyota Tundra to drop it off here near the Marin Sonoma Fairgrounds.
I've been pretty here for the last 4 or 5 years since this project started, so I know that it goes to a good use. I feel great. I think it's a great purpose that they're doing,
Petaluma does offer curbside holiday tree pickups, but for those who live in unincorporated parts of Sonoma County, that's not always the case.
We live in the apartment complex, and they won't take it from the curbside.
How do you feel about the fact that your Christmas tree is getting recycled and put into other use?
I think it's great.
Yeah. Kyle LeCompte was operating the wood chipper. He's also a pretty chipper guy, and he says the recycled trees are used at schools and other areas around Petaluma.
I feel great about it. I do. I love doing this. Again, like I said, I get to smell good Christmas trees all day. And
to see if curbside tree recycling is available in your town, look up your local recycler's website. In Petaluma, Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS.
Bay Area Air Quality Management District investigating complaints after a reported flaring incident at the Chevron refinery in Richmond. That happened last night. The agency posted on social media today that they've received 6 air quality complaints about the flaring so far. Still to come on KCBS, I'm Mary Hughes. 2024 is already a big year for trucks and one guy has London owned the top spot in the state. All right, before we get to that, we're going to hit the East Bay and see what kind of delays we're looking at with Kim Bestel.
We've got a handful of delays. A crash ongoing eastbound 580 past Keller. This traffic report brought to you by the Dolan Law Firm. Crash now sitting on the right-hand shoulder, but that's why there's a bit of a backup in that direction. Ongoing delays too on a portion of 238 San Lorenzo southbound side. There's a crash just after 880. The 2 left lanes have been blocked there under Richmond. The crash wrapping up eastbound 580 approaching Regana. That's on the right-hand shoulder. And Bart, the derailment or partial derailment and fire that happened during the 9 o'clock hour. Well, now the freeway's been reopened in both directions. Highway 24, we had some lane closures, but there is currently no train service between Rockbridge and Walnut Creek. So a bus bridge provided by AC Transit is in place. We're posting details on X. KCBS AM FM traffic. We call the bridge the Golden Gate Bridge. Why is it so slow on northbound 880? And they tell us it's heavy holiday traffic, and the fact that the Mr. Point parking lot is closed, the traffic is really tied up. Not a surprise on a spectacular-looking first day of the new year. Dolan Law Firm represents people injured by the fault of others and by unlawful workplace discrimination and harassment, headquartered right here in San Francisco. They live here, they work here, and they win here. DolanLawFirm.com. Next up, 318 on the traffic meter. KCBS.
Rain is going to be back in our weather picture this week. Actually, it'll start tomorrow afternoon. Showers on and off on Wednesday. It looks like this is going to be kind of like a little bit of a roller coaster like we saw back in, I think it was October and November too. We'll get a break on Thursday, and then more rain coming in on Friday and possibly Saturday at this point, then another break on Sunday over the weekend. Look for temperatures to stay in the 50s during the day and lows tonight in the upper 40s. Traffic and weather together on the 8s every 10 minutes on KCBS.
She's running around. Her breath doesn't smell. Her digestive system is perfect. It made such a huge difference.
What did this dog parent do for their dog? She switched to Nature's Blend, a premium freeze-dried raw dog food made by Dr. Marty Goldstein, a veterinarian Forbes magazine called the Miracle Worker. It's the easiest way to support your dog's easy digestion, nourished skin, playful energy, and most importantly, their healthy, full life.
I'm so confident your dog will love it. Your order is back with a 90-day guarantee.
Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free full-sized bag of Tilly's Treasures dog treats. Go to drmartypets.com/good or text GOOD to 511-511. Dr. Marty Pets also offers freeze-dried raw cat food, premium protein treats, and health supplements for your pet's healthy, happy life. Go to drmartypets.com/good or shop at over 2,000 stores nationwide. All pets are unique. Your pet's results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply. Studies available upon request. Paid for by Dr. Marty Pets.
Are you saying John buys Bay Area houses will buy any house, no matter the condition?
That's right. Any house, any condition, anytime.
I really don't have to do any repairs?
No repairs. John will buy your house as is.
What if it is just an old inherited house?
John will take it.
Well, what if it has problematic tenants?
John buys Bay Area houses, we'll take it.
What if I want to leave stuff behind when I relocate?
Take whatever you want and leave the rest. Just call John at 510-426-7000.
They will really take care of everything?
Sure. And all that service is free. No fees, no commissions, and especially no hassle. Just call 510-426-7000. John buys Bay Area houses is the best solution for you. Just call 510-426